Shades is quickly becoming the greatest Black Ops 2 Easter egg speedrunner ever. This man has gone back and done Call of the Dead and all these other BO1 Zombies maps, and now he's coming on to BO2, and literally instantly, this man Shades, shout out to France here, has literally taken the world record here. Shout out to him. I genuinely cannot believe that this man is just swiping up all these records left, right, and center. This is what I love about zombie speedrunning. There's always new competitors that come in from prior games that go right in. And so obviously, if you have seen any of my Mob of the Dead world record runs, there is so many ways to instantly breach through the spawn, just like he has done. He is already in sub 30 seconds have the key and everything to start up the entire laundry step. This is insane. This Easter egg is going to be absolutely crazy. The splits on this for an 18-minute solo record on BO2 with no gobblegums is truly impressive. Like, I have to say, I don't think it could get much better than this. Let's make sure the full volume is on. I need to have all my representation out here for France, for real. This is incredible. So he's going to be doing the laundry step now. Unfortunately, now he's entered a time-gated step, and so what that means is that, unfortunately, until the laundry machine is done, he will be locked in the showers here until this is done. And obviously, he needs to do the plane parts, which is all that matters right now. And then as soon as the plane parts hit, he has to manage his rounds perfectly and get through to Pack-a-Punch 4 times to finish this Easter egg. Because in solo, you don't have to do 4, you only have to do 3, but in co-op, you regularly have to do 4. The last one's with Afterlife, and that is pretty much it. I know there is a solo mod, and I do see that he is playing on Plutonium in the top right, so maybe he might actually do the 4th one, because with the mod, you can actually spawn in an NPC and take him out, but we'll have to genuinely see which version he has. I love Plutonium. Plutonium is the reason we exist, and if Plutonium gets taken down for COD, I'm telling you, all of COD Zombies dies. Like, I cannot believe Plutonium's still up, to be honest. I'm still shocked. It's mind-boggling to even see that Activision is coming in like this and just destroying what speedrunning was and their own community was. Like, I just don't understand what they're thinking of doing here for their player base, for bringing hype for COD 2024. It does not make any sense. And so obviously, if y'all have seen these, he's got his code 425. That's a really low code, which is, again, a great for speedrunning. Wow, that's really quality, because you can get like 919 on those, or 818, you know, and it's annoying. So he's got this plane part, he's got the B-hops perfectly, he's doing this incredibly well. He is also doing this free glitch on Mob of the Dead specifically, where if you hold a grenade and go up and buy the door, because Afterlife exists on this map, it will actually not register you paying for the points, and so you get to keep the points while still opening up the door. It's an incredible glitch, but it only works on Mob of the Dead. This was one of the biggest skips happening on Mob of the Dead recently. Probably was solved about a couple years ago now, but still, beautiful run. He's got the generators offline. I don't even think he's going to buy any perks, to be quite honest. He is also here filling up his first dog at the docks. It's so insane to see the difference between the evolving of this speedrun, where at the beginning they would do the dogs at the spawn and come out of the doors there, but now the docks dog is the first one. So unique, man. So unique. I always just think that is so beautiful to see how the Mob of the Dead speedrun evolves and changes, and how one little skip of one little gameplay mechanic, like with the free door skip with the grenades, instantly changes everything. That's the greatest part about speedrunning, because zombies can end up being a game of patterns a lot of the time. It can be very much a routine game of how you do things. And so seeing these speedrunners mix it up while also making it the fastest that it can possibly be, there's something really incredible about that. It's really the special. That's what makes zombies so special, because yeah, it's the same map, but the way you play it changes so fundamentally differently. That is what makes these zombies maps great. And that is why I love Playground Zombies maps, like Buried, Mob of the Dead even, Die Rise. All these maps do it incredibly well. Every single one of these. So he's now got all of this opened up, and again, you do need key to be on the other side. It's crazy, because if it's not on the side where you can see it through the door, it's a full reset, because it's just so much faster to just instantly start up the laundry, man, and get that done out of the way. Incredible. It's also going to be interesting to see if he ever grabs those double points, because there's double points just chilling in a couple of the jail cells On co-op, they're usually max ammos, but on solo, they're double points. So he's going to be able to do this now. And up here, he is doing this dog, which is usually the second dog. And he has all plane parts sub 5 minutes. That is unheard of. I'm sorry. But he's practically a third of the way done the Easter egg. 5 minutes in. Insane. He is going to take his time, obviously, to take out these guys and make sure he feeds the dogs perfectly, because yes, this is like another time gated step. A great nade, I'm assuming, to take out the round here, which he did. Or no, he didn't take out the round, but he took out a couple of the zombies there while the dog is eating and while he's opening up the plane part door. Very unique, man. That is just unique gameplay. Takes out that zombie so it can keep going. The efficiency between each of the actual parts of the Easter egg is so incredible. I love the French version of Mob of the Dead. This is so funny. So now, plane is up. He's going to be going to the Golden Gate Bridge, sub 6 minutes in. Huge time split. He's 3 seconds ahead. And honestly, for all these speedruns now, even a second is a lot. And so I think this is a huge step up, because I think the previous world record, even before this, like here it's 18:27, but I think even before this, it was like 18:50 like 2 months ago. And so the fact that people are able to find 30 seconds of inefficiency to break down and get a world record on is incredible. And so here you go. Again, with the Golden Gate Bridge, he's not moving because it's another time-gated step. It's another minute where he has to stay at the Golden Gate Bridge, and this he's going to unfortunately have to do this 3 times, maybe even 4 if he has the plutonium mod on. I don't believe he does, though. I believe he'll just end as soon as he gets up to the final audio track on the second to last step. But here, yeah, he doesn't really have anything to do, doesn't have the Hell's Retriever, doesn't have anything, just waiting for the chairs to spawn in. Probably going to take out Brutus. Yep. Just fully take him out, aim him in the head. Brutus and Mob of the Dead is such a piece of cake. The max ammo in French is so funny. Oh man, Mob of the Dead is different, dude. I love how all these old BO2 maps had like full language control. I know the other ones did, but like on these, like they had to add all these different people to do it, bro. The amount of people they had to cast to say these lines must have been something else, man. So here we go. He's in. Pretty much 7 minutes on the dot. Done his first rotation. It's coming back now into the Mob of the Dead map. That is really well done. Now he just needs to collect the gas canisters. He also ended the round perfectly, so he can get the gas canisters for round 4. And yeah, this is one of those Easter eggs. You want to stay on low rounds literally the whole time. It's all about point maximization. Nothing in this is about just waiting and trying and going through rounds. No, it's all about how many points can I make without killing as many zombies as I can. So now he's doing his final dog here on round 4. Is a great round to do it because now the zombies are a little bit faster. And so he's probably, as soon as he's done this, going to grab the plane parts again and then hop back into the plane. So, to be honest, like, Mob of the Dead is one of those Easter eggs, unfortunately, where there's a lot of time-gated steps, and unfortunately, even Blood of the Dead carries that tradition, I feel like. Just because, like, you need to get the monkey bombs on Blood of the Dead, and then wait until round 17 to get into the Warden's house, unless you get the monkey bombs. There's just so many little things. And because there's so many little challenges, I feel like you won't ever see, like, some crazy Origins type skip to these maps, you know, just because a lot of this is just, it's going to take time. It's going to take time to feed the dogs. It's going to take time to go around the map. I mean, like, the gondola in and of itself is a whole time gate. Like, you can't skip this. You just got to wait, you know? So, it is interesting to see that even a sub 20 minutes has been achieved. But, man, I don't even think a sub 15 is possible. I think that's straight up out the door. And so now he's going to the docks, grabbing the farthest gas canister part. He's going to see if he can fill up this dog. I didn't even realize he's going to wait. But yeah, even the zombies spawns in Mob of the Dead are a bit slow. That might be the last one he needs to do. He could be grabbing Hell's Retriever up on the way here. But yeah, and here's another thing. Mob of the Dead doesn't have stamina up. So it's a speedrunner's nightmare because you have to perfectly hit these B-hops. And you can see he's trying his best. He's grabbing the MP5 because it's the lightest weapon in the game for you to run with in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. He's got the Hell's Retriever open up. Does the skull like that. That is dirty. Again, you do need the Blundergat as well. Wow. That is dirty. So yeah, the skull locations are going to be really interesting. Here's another one that you can skip. Again, the skips on these steps are incredible. Who would have thought that these Hell's Retriever spots would be found years down the line after Mob of the Dead? Mob of the Dead is turning 10 years old this year. And still to this day, people are playing it. Like, if that does not attest to the quality, I don't know what does. For real, it genuinely does not make any sense. His second plane is done in sub 10 minutes, and he's done a lot of the skulls as well, which is incredible. And he's going to be able to do his last round when he grabs the final gas canister part as well for his third location back. So interesting that for this Easter egg, you don't need the Hell's Redeemer. You don't need to even get the whole golden spork. And so it's interesting that Blood of the Dead also kind of included that as well. Like, they could have made you get the whole golden spork knife in Blood of the Dead, but they decided not to. They only made you get the first silver spoon, not even the golden spork itself. And so, man, like, I really wanted to like Blood of the Dead. I really wanted to, because like a Mob of the Dead reimagined with like a couple extra stuff adding on to Mob is really cool. But Blood of the Dead is just not it, man. It was too much. Like, the map ended up being so big. I feel like half the time you play that map, you're just freaking fast traveling. Or you're camping by a trap. You know, so it is what it is at the end of the day, man. I appreciate Blood of the Dead for what it is more and more each and every day, considering that a game like Black Ops 4 will probably never be made. But man, oh man, is it just terrible. So he's not grabbing that nuke just yet, just because of the fact that he needs to cycle the rounds perfectly. And so I think he cycled it perfectly now so he can go back while it's happening. Wow, that is incredible timing. Incredible timing. He did that literally to the second. Wow. And so, yeah, now that he's back, that's just so incredible that you can literally time it like that perfectly. He's also, again, 2 seconds ahead of his split. He probably did miss that Hell's Retriever before when he came back, but again, it doesn't matter because he has to grab all these gas canisters. Wow, oh wow, man. It would be interesting to see how much longer this Easter egg would be extended if you had to get the Hell's Redeemer and the Spork. I feel like it'd probably be a good extra 5 minutes at the very minimum, but maybe even 10. And so now he's going to go and grab the gas canisters while also grabbing the skulls down here. One at the dock and then one maybe up on the way to the gondola. It'll be interesting to see how he does these ones. But yeah, Mob of the Dead's Easter egg is quite literally the easiest or most simple Easter egg probably ever. I'd even say more simple than the ones in Black Ops Cold War because it's literally just go to the pack punch. Like, you can solve this Easter egg if you just learn how to play Mob of the Dead for like a couple hours. Without a doubt, it's one of them. If you just keep playing it. I mean, other than a couple certain hidden steps, like shocking the spoon you probably won't find, or getting the skulls. But if you did find that, that would be very interesting. But I mean, you could do it, you know. This is the only step you wouldn't be able to do, is going through the poster. Somebody would have to help you out with that. But here he is also probably going to get the final start here with the skull. Grab the Blundergat. Yeah, you do need to do the Blundergat. It's interesting because I don't think you can also skip that step with getting a Blundergat through the box. And I don't even think it would save that much time, to be honest. Like, the skulls are already really easy. The skulls are one of the greatest side quests for a wonder weapon ever because it's easy to do and it's pretty much the same as getting it out of the box. I wish Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3 even took a page out of Mob's note here. Like, I really do like simple quests for wonder weapons because Black Ops Cold War took a page out of BO2 here, and that was really nice. And so now he's done the step where he has the spoon. He's also thrown the Hell's Retriever at a specific point for the spoon as well. Or actually, he's probably going to do that after this. So he is now going back to it the final time. Good thing he's not grabbing that nuke because, again, that would have ended the round too inopportunely, where he needs to now wait, unfortunately, a full extra minute just doing nothing, like he's just chilling. And that's it, man. That is the way it goes, man. Mob of the Dead is something else with this speedrun. Like, it's truly, it's a chill speedrun. It really is. There's nothing really that different about this other than, like, actually, no, the difference between this and Origins is insane. Like, Origins, if you're not moving every second, you're wasting your time. But a Mob, like, you're chilling. And I mean, that's why I kind of like Mob more. Like, Mob more of a casual experience. Origins is try hard, move every second you physically can until you literally finish. Like, Origins is a sprint. Mob of the Dead is a very relaxed walk. It's not even a marathon, bro. It is a literal walk in the park. And again, he's got the Blundergat here. Nothing is going to come against him. Doesn't need to pap, doesn't need to do anything. He's just making sure that he kills all the zombies except for one so he can opportunely end the round here. Again, the Blundergat is doing great things, getting all these collats here. And now, he cycled through. Yeah, I don't even think he actually needs to end the round now. Because now he just needs to also input the number codes, which is again another step I believe you'd have to look up. Because there's be no way you'd be able to do that. And so he has his final afterlife here to do that one step for the shocking. And I believe that's what he's about to do right now. And then on the way up, he's probably going to throw the thing at the spoon to get the Brutus quote, to do the Easter egg. And then that'll be that. Yeah, he's pretty much 2-3 minutes done already. And here you go. Heading into the shock meter. And yeah, he probably doesn't even need to do the Hell's Retriever thing, in my opinion. He's probably just going to need to do the audio track step, and that's it. And so, unfortunately, this is another time-gated step as well. Like, most of the steps, like 80% of them are time-skipped. Like, they're just time-gated, you know? And so, even with that, finding 30 seconds ahead with time-gated steps that are over the majority of the Easter egg, very impressive, Shades. Especially because this man, we just saw his Call of the Dead world record. We just saw a bunch of his other BO1 world records. This man is on a roll right now. Very Shades, please play Origins. I'd love to see you try and do Origins. Like, I guarantee you, Origins' world record is really difficult, but Shades, you could probably get up into the top 5 world record holders very easily. And so again, with this, you just need to know exactly where the audio track spawns in terms of the power-ups. And he knows exactly where it is, and pretty much you just need to hold it here and make sure that the screen is always monochromatic. And it is pretty much it. Like, again, another time-gated step. As long as you're in the right spot, which is very easy to do on this. Like, he knows that the next one up here is in the middle of the stairs. And there you go. He grabbed it and is on to the next one. He's going to go all the way up to the plane parts. I don't think he's going to do the Hell's Retriever step here, to be honest. I think that's unnecessary, or maybe he already did it and threw it through the floor or the ceiling and I just wasn't paying attention. That's probably the case. And so here he's bottom the door. Yeah, dude didn't even have the door open. The speed run, like, dude, it's crazy. This Easter egg can be done on round 5. Oh my gosh, Mob of the Dead. Like, ain't no Black Ops Cold War Easter egg easier than this. Like, sure, they're easy, but dude, this is just going to pack a bunch 3 times in solo. That is just like, it shows that, like, Treyarch put their whole bussy into putting everything into the Easter egg, or sorry, into the map design, and then they're like, let's just make the Easter egg go to pack 3 times. Let's just make it an enjoyable campaign mission. Like, I miss when zombie maps were made like campaign missions like this. They're not really made like this anymore. They're like, how can we cram a bunch of useless steps in all at once? And that's something I dislike, you know? And so here we go. As soon as this one goes out of monochromatic into color, that's going to be time. Because, yeah, he doesn't have the plutonium mod. He's just here chilling. And there it is, 1825 Shades. Please speedrun Origins before I go cry. Thank you guys so much for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, go check out Shades, and I'll see y'all, ladies and gentlemen, in that next one, y'all.